Hey guys, this is Pilar and you're watching Divinely Guided. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I just started this channel and I'm super excited. I just recently actually started doing some postings. I just started my playlist for Learn Tarot with me. And I did that because I'm still fairly new to tarot, and I figured that there are probably a lot of other people out there like me who are just starting to step into their gift. And so I figured it would be a good way for me to start putting myself out there and introduce myself, and also, just to kind of help people to know that they're not the only ones who are starting to step into their gifts, and whatever guidance I can offer, I'm happy to. I was driven, you guys, I'm so sorry for starting, I'm nervous. I'm not usually a public speaking kind of person, but I've really been driven lately to just be present. Okay, I just felt like it's important for me to be here and start to show people that they're not the only ones, they're not losing their mind. Okay, they may be feeling like people may not be understanding them, or you may be feeling like that, like you can't relate to anybody, and so I just need you to understand that with elevation comes separation, you guys. And it's hard, but it's for a reason. You're not crazy. You're not losing your mind. The things that you feel, they're real. The things that you're seeing in your head have some sort of meaning and relevance. Okay? I felt like it was super important for me to come on here and start to express this, because I feel like there are so many people right now who are out here wondering what their purpose is, right? They've gone through so much turmoil and they're feeling like there has got to be more than just this, right? And there is, you guys. I know, because I've gone through it. I've gone through the major depression, decided, that was enough for me. I didn't want to feel that way anymore. That's when I realized, this is a decision to feel like this. People are going to tell you, no, it's not, it's an illness. Okay, it is. It's only a disease, dis-ease, if you allow it to be. Okay, puts you at dis-ease because you are choosing to allow that to have control over you. So I'm going to tell you two things. One, if you are stuck in your head, get the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. It will help you to learn how to get out of your head. Okay? That is going to help you to deal with your depression. Okay? I know, because it's helped me. No medication in the world helped me. I tried quite a few. I stopped trying depression medication when they told me that I couldn't stop taking this one. I said, you've lost your mind. I'm not even going to start taking it. Okay? Do that to myself. You know what I mean? So the other thing is that if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling like there is more, there is. And it starts with you. You have to find out what makes you happy. You have to take a break from everybody else and everything else. I'm not saying don't go to work. I'm not saying, ghost everybody who's ever been there for you in your life. What I'm saying is, take the time to find out what makes you happy. And I'm not talking about your, moment by moment or impulsive shopping sprees. I'm not talking about that. Okay? That's a temporary satisfaction. Okay? I'm talking about the things that bring you a permanent happiness, a bliss, long-term, permanent happiness. Okay? I'm saying this because you have to ask yourself, what is going to make you happy? Okay? You have to ask yourself, do I want to feel like this? Listen to your intuition. It's there for a reason. You do have it. You feel it in your gut. Okay? But you let your mind get the best of you. Okay? You have to understand, this is a rebirthing, you guys. Okay? When you start to feel like this and you know that there has got to be more out here, you are going to have to make the changes that you need to make for you. You will become a different person. You're not going to be recognizable to many, many, many of the people whom you have ever dealt with. I need you to understand that. That is why there's going to, a lot of separation is going to come, you guys. A lot. But know that it is for the best, okay? And it's going to bring you a whole lot of peace. Because a lot of those people were not people who were benefiting you or contributing to your world in any way, shape, or form, okay? Temporary satisfaction, maybe. Maybe you were going out partying with them. Maybe they were always the one who you could go out and have a good time with or whatever. Listen, that's great, and it's fun, and it's fine. But temporary satisfaction, we're moving past temporary satisfaction. We're looking for long-term satisfaction, long-term happiness, long-term peace, long-term joy, right? Right. So, I need you to understand, you are worthy of this. This is your divine right. If you don't believe me, it's even in our freaking Constitution, you guys. The right to pursue happiness. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of love. Okay? This starts with you, though. It starts from within. You have to figure out what makes you happy first. And guess what? They don't teach this in school, you guys. They don't teach this in school. Okay? What they teach us in school is history, right? Which happens to repeat itself. Which sucks. It sucks. Because a lot of really bad things happen in history, but we're in a day and age where we can change that. Okay? And it starts with us. It really does. It starts with us deciding to make a change with ourselves first. Then when we start making these changes, we realize, wow, we can help other people to make these changes. That's what's happened to me. Okay? You are worthy of this. Everybody's worthy of it. Okay? You have the right order. Okay, like I said, you have the right to pursue your happiness. You just have to, you see how in the center, there's the square, right? But outside of it, there's a whole lot of extra stuff going on, okay? Whole lot of extra frequency waves. Guess what? People get stuck in that square. But there's a whole lot more out here, okay? This card has real meaning. So if you know what this card is and you are a spiritual reader, if you are a tarot reader, I've never read the actual meaning of this card. I'm reading this intuitively, you guys. Don't get stuck in that square. Sugar, if you don't, get down off that couch, little girl. Get down. Thank you. Sorry, told you I had dogs. I have a puppy. She chewed up my couch. So I'm going to learn to stay off the couch. But anyways, you guys, for real. Don't get stuck in that square. Don't be a square. You know what I mean? You know what they say? What was that phrase? Okay. There's a way that you guys can do this. Okay? Don't get stuck. Look, this also looks like a clown down here. Okay? Alright, you see what I'm saying? Don't be a joker. Don't be playing around. This is a serious matter. And you are very capable and you are very worthy. I feel like all of this outside of here is where it really starts to be free and just flow, right? But you got to get through this little freaking Joker stage where you're out there playing games. You got to get out of your square, right? Then guess what? You step outside of this a little bit, and outside of this little circle, outside of that, you know, you have some bright colors, some light to your world. Your world starts to brighten up, okay? Then you step outside of that and you realize, oh my gosh, there is an infinite amount of energy and love and light and positivity outside of that square, okay? I need you guys to understand this. I don't usually just read decks from the bottom of the deck, but this is just working. And I'm sure it's obviously for a reason. This is not normally the way I do things. I usually will shuffle, 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 let cards pop out. But today, Spirit's like, no, 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 no. You have a frequency shift, you guys. If you're feeling like this, it's for a reason. Your world is shifting the way that it's supposed to. You are recognizing it because, look it, this looks like an egg, right? Looks like something new coming out of there, something like a brain, you know what I mean? Like a new way of thinking, okay? And that's what it is. That's what this frequency shift is. It's a new way of you dealing with your life. You're changing the way you think, okay? You are being rebirthed. You are. You're being rebirthed into a whole new being. A whole new being, okay? That's what this is about, you guys. If you are suffering from depression and you are searching for more, this is the answer. I know, because I've been there. And I know you know. I know you know, because I knew. And you've probably known your entire life. Am I right? Your entire life? Yeah, I know. Your entire life. You've known you were different, but you didn't know that you were worthy. You absolutely are. Absolutely. You just have to have the strength to do it. You have to love yourself enough to know. You have to be able to recognize that you are worthy. Okay? You have to use your voice to stand up for yourself. Sorry guys, told you, my puppies. He's just big, but he's not super mean. But you do. You have to use your voice, okay? You have to start standing up for yourself. Doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful or rude or mean or angry or whatever. But you do have a voice, okay? Use it. All of this is going to bring some rejuvenation to you. It's going to revive your entire life, rejuvenate your entire world. You're going to have a vibrational change. Okay? You're going to have a vibrational change. And for those of you who are looking for love, when you start to do all of these things for yourself, you start to love yourself. I don't know if you can see these cards. When you start to love yourself, you guys, you start to live and honor yourselves. And your vibration changes because you've used your voice and started to show people how to treat you. Show people, show yourself how you want your life to be. You start to attract people of like mind, or somebody who you would rather attract, such as a life partner. Okay? Union. It's going to bring you into union with quite a few, many people who are of like mind. Okay? This is why I said to you before, you're not going to be able to take everybody with you on this journey. You're just not, you guys. You're just not going to be able to, okay? But when you start to separate yourself from that, you take the time to listen to yourself. It is going to bring in a lot of people of like mind and potentially your life partner, right? Call it your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever you want to call it. That's another story for another day. You are definitely going to have to suffer the storm. Not going to tell you that this is going to be an easy process, you guys. Stepping into your awakening and your spiritual power is not going to be an easy process. There's going to be a storm. If you have not already endured it, you're going to experience a storm. I'm telling you. But that's only because it's like withdrawals, right? From the world as we know it. It's like withdrawals, okay? You're going to have your ups and your downs. But once you go through that, the only way to go, once you do this for yourself, the only way to go is up. It's called ascension, okay? You have everything that you need right now to get your own self out of this depression and out of this anxiety, okay? With this is going to come nothing but ascension. You have to be willing to do the work for yourself. You have to go through the storm. You're going to have to. But at the end of it, you're going to be able to testify to the story just like I am. You're going to be able to testify. You're going to write your story. Okay? Just like the Bible. There's all these stories in the Bible, right? It's the same thing, you guys. The same thing. Okay? There's going to come a point where you are going to step into your commitment to this journey. Okay? And once you start to see the peace that it brings you, you are going to commit to it. Because you can't go backwards. You can't. There's no going backwards. Because at that point you realize the amount of peace and joy and happiness this is bringing you, and you refuse to go backwards. You refuse to, absolutely and utterly, unless, well, like they say, insanity is doing the same thing that makes you miserable, basically, right? Not so many terms. May not be the exact way that they say it, but when you commit to this journey, there's no going back. You will forever find your peace and your happiness. Okay? Forever. It will be permanent, you guys. Stepping into this journey is going to make you immune to so much negativity and turmoil that you are currently experiencing on a day-to-day basis. You're going to recognize other people are going to try your patience like they usually do, and usually you are okay with, not okay, I'm sorry, I refrain. You are susceptible to the irritations of other people, okay? You will recognize that this is only because they too are unhappy, okay? When you realize this, you become immune to their negative energy because you are not tolerant of it anymore, okay? At that point, you start to help them and become a caretaker. You become a caretaker and you start to teach them about this same journey, just like what I'm doing for you right now. You have the knowledge. At that point, it becomes simple. Okay? And you become a person of integrity. You become assisted by your angels, your guides. Okay? You receive all the assistance that you need. Divine assistance. Because you have stepped into your faith and you continue to walk in it. So you fear no evil. None. You fear none. You have the confidence at that point, and you have the power because you have stepped into your power. All of this new world is at its surface, its surfaces. Okay? Confidence. Sorry, you guys, I'm not coordinated. Okay? Oh, jeez. See? I hope you get my point, though, right? You have your confidence because you've stepped into your power, and your power has surfaced. This whole new world has surfaced. Okay? I need you guys to understand that this is yours. It is your divine right. It is your gift. This is why we are here on earth. This is why we are here. Okay? And I need you to understand that everybody has this power. If you are feeling depressed, you feel like there's more, there is. I assure you. Okay, you guys? I wish you the very best. I'm so happy to do a reading for you guys. If you want, to reach out to me for a reading, I'm going to put my email address in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out, okay? If you're feeling anxiety or depression, you need direction, you guys, I'm here. This is why I'm here, okay? I am very new to tarot, but I am not new to spirituality. I have been intuitive and empath, as well as clairvoyant my entire life, okay? And I'm sure you guys have experienced a lot of these things too. We all are. We all have these gifts and these abilities. It's just a matter of us to step into them, okay? So I'm pretty amazed. I used pretty much that entire deck in the order that I needed to in order to explain, the ascension progression, I guess you could say. Just the basics, right? This is just the basics. Of course, there's so many things, but this is the basic story to your ascension. There's a reason why you're going through depression and anxiety. There's a reason why you're feeling like there is more, because there absolutely is. And this is the process. And this is why Spirit drove me to do this right now, in this absolute instance, okay? I'm blown away. All right, you guys. Have a great Saturday evening, you guys. Be safe and love and light.